What is up, everybody, and welcome to episode 90 of the LunchBox Comics Draw Stream. I am now just 10 episodes away from reaching my first 100 episodes of any show that I've ever done. I mean, before I started really hardcore streaming, the most I could do was maybe 3 shows, and then I would just stop. Now I'm coming up on 100 shows of the LunchBox Comics Draw Stream, 209 followers, and I could not be happier with how that's going on. I want to say hello to What's Up Massive Panda, and also What's Up Cactus Moonlight, long time no see, and I'm glad you decided to pop in. Like I was telling you, Cactus, all 4 issues, 226 pages of the Cig and Joe's first arc is on Global Comix, as well as a 31-page one-shot I did for Antarctic Press Ninja High School's 200th issue. I'm not sure if it was on there when you checked it out before, but it's on there now. All of it's free to read if you want to check those out again. But I am super happy that you stopped by, and it's awesome you're here to hang out. So tonight, I'm going to finish up with episode 12's inking and gray toning for How the Squirrels Saved Longview, and then I'm also going to work on one of the previous pages, the one where the Stark, the main squirrel, is slicing through the cat's legs. I'm going to darken the background, and I'm playing around with that one to make it look a little bit better. It was brought up to me that the way I had the slices was kind of I'm so glad you're doing better after having some health issues, Cactus. That's awesome. It's good to see that you're doing better, and I'm happy for you. That's awesome. So I'm going to be working on that a little bit too, darkening up the background a bit to make sure that pops more. And then we're going to also possibly start on the 2-page spread that shows the leader coming in on his bald eagles. So I'll probably do another 3 to 4 hour stream tonight. I'm not 100% sure yet. Depends on how my hand feels, because if my hand starts to hurt too much, I'll just keep it to 3 to 4 hours, but I should be good. Yeah, congratulations, Cactus. That's awesome to hear that you're doing better. Oh, cool. Thank you so much. Alright, so let's switch over to the page. So this is a finished page 11. And this is what it looked like before. But everything is pretty close to the same tone. So it was suggested that I lighten this up into like a white. And I really do like it better this way. But what I am going to do is I think I'm going to mess around a bit back here. And see how I can get that, maybe make that look a little darker. And then it'll help separate the layers all even more. This was brought on by a suggestion from my good friend Pete Vasquez, who I'm in a message group with. And I love having suggestions, especially pointing out stuff that I might not see or I might not feel right away, and it's always a big help. Not every suggestion do I react to, so definitely don't feel bad if you suggest something and I don't change it. But I do respect every recommendation. Yeah, I feel, Panda, that even more with Cig and Joe, Well, Cig and Joe, because that's my first, and it'll be when I do the second arc of Cig and Joe, it'll show up there too. But I've noticed with this, working in this book, my style is really starting to form up. It's really starting. I'm starting to really get a style going, if you will. Because you can't force a style. I read somewhere that your style is essentially how you interpret art and your mistakes. So as you get better at it and start creating art, your style starts to form. And I really feel like my style is starting to pop up more. Oh yeah, thank you. Out of all the comic books I'm reading, this is the new craze. It seems like the big lettering behind the characters. There, pop you in. And then what I'm going to do is go with black, but we're not going to keep it black. But we are going to go to like 70. Oh. We'll keep it black. Okay, we're going to keep that one black, and then I'll turn you off. Well, I really can't do a gradient with all three. That sucks. I don't know, the black's almost not bad. Let's see here. I wasn't going to do black, but honestly, black's not bad. Yeah, I might keep it black. The lettering stands out nicely, so does the character, because it's a contrast. I will send a copy of this to my friend, see what he thinks. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking too, Panda. Thank you. Let's see here. Yeah, I'm liking this. Okay, that's perfect, that's perfect, Dingus, because I got to work tomorrow. So yeah, that works out great. Thank you. Okay. So now, let's finish up this page. Sometimes I think I should do a warm-up drawing before I start inking, but it's not too bad. Hope everyone had a good day today. I made it down to St. Helens, where I went to the Pantheon Comics and Games and picked up some new comic books. I got Corpse Knight #3. I got Green Arrow #3. Absolute Green Arrow #3. Absolute Catwoman #2. Transformers 22. Dork #6. Witchblade, the new Witchblade, the new Darkness. I picked up Godzilla and Sonic the Hedgehog crossover. Yeah, it's a bunch of stuff. I had a whole stack. Oh, sweet. Why are you not moving right now? Oof. Yeah, I have not been much of a Green Arrow reader, but Absolute Green Arrow is badass. And, I like the new Witchblade. The Sonic and Godzilla had some really cool artwork, and it's kind of fun. I didn't even know that comic was coming out either. I just found it when I went there, and that one's pretty cool. But yeah, the Absolute line, I've been in love with pretty much all of them, and Absolute Green Arrow is sick. Then I came home and played some Assassin's Creed Black Flag Resynced, and then had a meal prep and came on here. Hey, what's up, Orange? Yeah, I haven't played the game in a long time, so I can't tell you if I found any new stuff yet. But I loved Assassin's Creed Black Flag. It's one of my favorites, even though I would probably say 3. Assassin's Creed 3 is probably the best overall game. I loved Black Flag. So yeah, the graphics look nicer, but it's like, I don't know if it's any, aside from the graphics, and they changed the fighting style, which I never understood why they went away from the Arkham style fighting, where you had a parry button, and that parry button would lead into a combination. So, like, I remember I loved Assassin's Creed games because you could have like 30 guards around you, just like in Arkham City, and you're sitting there and you can just, you get those combos going and you felt like you were unstoppable. It was really, really cool. And then they went to more of that kind of, I want to say Souls-like, but it's not very Souls-like kind, where this one has a decent parry system. And, but yeah, it's just kind of like, whatever. But the ship sailing, as always, is just amazing. And I love working the ship stuff, so I'll put up with a lot. Yeah, how are you enjoying that VR, Orange? Okay, nice. Okay. Okay, nice. Remember that old school, Are you serious? No, there's not. Is there really? That must be on Steam. Dude! That's just terrible! Why? Come on, guys. Come on! Oh my god! I remember when I discovered the parental search block thing on Steam, and I was just like, "Was it like what's going on with this?" And I turned it off, and I saw the games that it was showing, and I was like, "Oh, good lord!" Yeah, even the squirrels are shocked into it. Even the squirrels are shocked by what you're saying, Orange. Orange keeps the chat very interesting. There's Orange at home messing around with his digital harem of anime cat girls. Well, I mean, it's definitely come a long way since the, you remember that terrible Nintendo VR helmet? Like, I tried using that old Nintendo one. This is like back in the 90s. And the Nintendo VR helmet was like, everything was in red, and all it did was give me a headache. They had that Arkham Asylum VR game where you got to pretend you're Batman and beat up mentally ill homeless people. Yeah, I think it might have been for 64 because it was like it was red. The helmet was red. It was huge, and I remember they had a couple games on it. And when you looked inside, it was kind of like Tron, like the old school Tron, but it was all red with on black, and it was just just give me a headache. Hey, what's up, Ichthus? You know, you're right, I forgot about that. They had the cardboard one. It was like a build-it-yourself like accessory for the Switch, if I remember right. Yeah, the 90s one was absolutely terrible. Game Gear. That was the Game Gear was the Sega one, right? The Game Gear was superior to the Game Boy in many ways. Oh, hell yeah. Remember when the PlayStation Portable, when they had movies for it? Like there was like a whole section at GameStop of just all of like brand new movies that were on play for PlayStation Portable. Yeah, I always thought the Game Gear was more badass than the Game Boy. Yeah, I remember that. It's been a while, but if I remember right, like Game Gear ports were just almost just as good as like the Sega Genesis games. I mean, as it looks in gameplay, if I remember correctly. Yeah, yeah, you're right. Essentially. Well, if I ever get on Who Wants to Be a Millionaire, and my $1 million question is a video game history one, I'm calling you. I'll be calling Orange. Hopefully, you won't be busy with your with one of your anime sex games. Cool. Oh, if you help me win the $1 million on Who Wants to Be a Millionaire, I'll buy you that $8,000 one that you want to build. Well, I was trying to think up a name for the imprint because I needed to have some kind of name, at the very least have a name where to focus everything, right? Like if you have one name and it's on everything, then it's easier to search you up. It's easier to find you along those lines. So I needed a plus two. Everyone, it was indie comics, and then people were doing the publisher thing, the self-publisher thing. So I was thinking about different stuff, and then I came up with LunchBox Comics because my brother, who's a very important person in my life, would call me Lunchbox because I loved Kevin Smith movies, and Jay calls Silent Bob Lunchbox all the time. So he was calling me Lunchbox. And since my brother's always been a huge push and support for me, I decided to call the whole thing LunchBox Comics. It's kind of like, a little nod to him and his support, and it also, it was just a kind of catchy name, and it worked out. Yeah, I know. Yep. I could cosplay as Silent Bob very easily. But yeah, that's what it came about. Was just thinking up a name, thinking about something along those lines, and then since he always called me Lunchbox, I just went with Lunchbox Comics, and then I did Lunchbox Warren because I just needed to also have an identification, like a trademark. So like Pete Vasquez taught me this. If you have one name on everything, it's just easier to find you. So if you put in Lunchbox Warren in Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, you'll find me. And that's kind of what I wanted, it to be easy to find me. I never did the official copyright because I didn't have the money. I have the poor man's copyright, but that's about it. I watched a couple episodes of Comic Man. Yeah, it's true. I know one way to do it, I think, is if you create an LLC, then essentially everything under that LLC is copyrighted or something along those lines. Not sure if that's true or not. Oh, okay. Oh, I didn't know that. I know a lot of people are starting to head towards Amazon publishing. Yeah, and they also have a print-on-demand service too, so that's very helpful. But you make less of a cut on the print-on-demand, but Amazon's printing and shipping for you, all handling it in-house. Yeah.
Neon lights sound like a restless heart. City whispers secrets in the dark. Footsteps echo in the empty park, chasing shadows, falling apart. Run to the edge, don't look back. Neon dreams on a glowing track. Lost in the hope,
Yeah.
lost in the spark. We're alive.
You know, it sucks that Diamond went down. Or at least with Diamond, there was a pathway, a much nicer pathway for indies to get into publishers, or to get into indie publishers to get into shops. But the industry's on such a downward spiral now that it's I don't know. It just doesn't feel that healthy. Sales are going up, but it's not enough to save the industry.
Fingers trace the rhythm, the beat. Feel the pulse, it's incomplete. Run to the edge, don't look back. Neon dreams on a glowing track. Lost in the hope, lost in the spark. We're alive in the electric dark, dark, dark. Falling through the circuits of cold.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. The comic book side is shrinking, and it's being filled up with gaming, D&D, Warhammer, Pokemon, Magic cards.
Just pixels in the grand machine.
But it's the same thing that's going to happen to movie theaters. Movie theaters are now going to be, they're going to be a place where you go and you buy, like, they're going to have more and more like movie memorabilia, and you're going to see more like niche theaters where it's like a theater pizza shop or a theater that has a record store in it, you know, stuff along those lines, because they just can't live off of just movies. Same thing with the comic shops. Comic shops can't live off of comic books. Hey, what's up, Emily? I think there's probably a few out there. I know there's a couple in Portland who are mainly comic books, but even them, they still have that stuff in there. It's just they still have big comic book sections, but those ones are starting to go out of business too.
Neon lights on like a restless heart. City whispers secrets in the dark. Footsteps echo in the empty park. Chasing shadows,
How are you doing, Emily?
falling apart.
Thanks for stopping by.
Run to the edge, don't look back.
Oh, that's cool.
Run to the edge, don't look back. Neon dreams on a glowing track. Lost in the hunt.
Yeah, when I hit big, it'll be the Squirrels that saved Longview Fortnite skins and the cartoon. After 2 seasons, there'll be a movie, toys, the Magic the Gathering crossover, all sorts of cool shit.
Falling through the circuits, a coded stream. Reality shatters like a broken dream. Every spark a story, every glitch a scream. We're just pixels in the grand machine.
Yep, everything will be going great until someone looks up the old streams that I was on MSK's show, and then I'm gonna get canceled because of the stuff that MSK said, and then then my squirrel empire will go crashing and burning to the ground. The rise and fall of how the squirrels saved Longview. That is true. Yep. Yeah, it's. I think it's all shock factor orange. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba-dum. Bum 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 bum. All right, Orange, you have yourself a good night, buddy. Hey, what's up, Mad Mel? How you doing, buddy? Do. Just head to my town here and go over to the lake and try to catch one. Just be careful though, if you kidnap one of them, you might have a whole army of squirrels coming after you. Hey, what's up, USR? Oh, dingus. Oh, you enjoyed it. That's good. I heard it was good. Oh. I want to go see the Odyssey, but I don't know if I have the money, and I don't know if I want to sit in the theater for 3 hours. Oh, nice. Oh, did you guys hear about the Batman 2 has been pushed back to 2028, February 2028, I believe. Supposed to come out next year, 2027, but it got pushed back to 2028. Part of me was like, and this is probably just like conspiracy theory Warren though, but part of me was like, with how bad Supergirl did, I was wondering, it's like, is it possible that they pushed back the release of Batman 2 in order to release a Batman for James Gunn universe in 2027? Because there's rumors he's been casted. And I'm wondering, with people like thinking, wanting to maybe fast track Batman, having Batman show up in Man of Tomorrow, pushing back Matt Reeves' Batman might clear up, allowing James Gunn to introduce a new Batman. Because they don't want to introduce them the same year. So I'm wondering if that's possible. That's probably far-fetched, but that's the first thing I thought of. Because there was an actress that was casted in Man of Tomorrow that some people think might be Big Barda. Or she could be some people are speculating Wonder Woman. Now this is all speculation, of course. There's no actual hardcore stuff behind this. So I was wondering if you need to do... Yeah, it's very possible on that too. Which I know Lobo's going to be in Man of Tomorrow. I know Jon Stewart, Green Lantern's going to be in Man of Tomorrow. I don't know who else. Oh, Blue Beetle. Yeah. Blue Beetle's going to be in Man of Tomorrow. Well, I don't... that one might not be... I thought... I could swear I heard Lobo was going to show up in Man of Tomorrow. But I do know that Blue Beetle was announced, I think, today or a couple days ago, that that they were going to return. White Rabbit, huh? Oh, okay. All right, gotcha. She's gonna make a return, huh? All right. I know Peacemaker's going to be in Man of Tomorrow because they're gonna address that realm that he's in, or that dimension. I know Jon Stewart is, but I was pretty sure I heard Lobo was going to return. Jason Momoa's Lobo was going to return for Man of Tomorrow, but I don't know if that's for sure. I do know that Jon Stewart's Green Lantern's going to be in it. I've heard some crazy rumors about the Green Lantern TV show, which I don't know if it's true or not, but it's pretty crazy. Yeah, the rumors are, now this could be a spoiler. I don't know, because what's interesting about these rumors is that WB and James Gunn are not denying, like they haven't come out and said that this is false, but they are dropping copyright stops on people, or copyright strikes on people who put this stuff out. But apparently, the rumor is that Hal Jordan dies in the first episode. So the show is going to take place in 2026 and 2016. So it's going to be going back and forth between present and past. And it's going to involve hunting down the Manhunters. And apparently Hal Jordan dies in the first episode. And then he's going to be in the other episodes, but it'll be flashbacks to the 10 years prior while Jon Stewart's trying to figure out what the crime is. But that's what everybody's talking about right now with the lantern leaks. Yeah, we'll have to see. I know I'm going to watch the Lantern Show. I think the trailers make it look good. Yeah, we won't know for sure until it comes out. I mean, leaks happen all the time. And just because Warner Brothers isn't coming out and denying it doesn't mean that it's not a justifiable, or it doesn't mean that it's a real leak or it's real or anything. Yeah, that would be interesting. Yeah. Yeah, I heard about that. Well, I really like the idea behind it. It's going to be one of those true crime documentaries hosted by Jimmy Olsen about Gorilla Grodd. So I think that could be done. That's very interesting. I think that could be done really well. Yeah, they're trying. It's different. They're trying different things with the characters. That's why I'm still excited for Clayface, because I thought that was a genius idea. A body horror movie with Clayface in it as the main character. To me, that's just Prince. I mean, look how well Obsession and Backrooms did. So then the horror area right now is massive, and you're making a movie. I believe it was rumored for like 40 million, and you're going to be bringing in DC people or comic book people like myself, as well as horror fans. I think you got yourself a chance for a pretty good hit going on there. Yes, it is. I upload it to my Discord and sometimes to Facebook. I need to be more active on Instagram, but I don't know. I gotta have a love and hate relationship with Instagram. I should post more, being honest with you. I got very frustrated with social media platforms and the way they mess with the algorithms. Like, I was posting pretty regularly on Instagram, and then I got told by someone, and this was a little while ago, who does a lot of Instagram stuff, was like, don't post on Instagram and then have it also share to Facebook, because the algorithms will dock you. And then I got so mad because I was like, so wait a minute. I'm already trying to spend, and this was no lie, like 2 hours making sure to post stuff on all the social medias. Posting, writing a description, doing the tags, and making a post for Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, all that stuff. So then I was like, okay, Instagram, this works because I can post it on Instagram, and then it'll automatically share it to Facebook. This helps save me time. And then someone told me that they changed the algorithm, so the algorithm will hurt you if you do that. And I was just like, instantly, I was like, well, then why the fuck does Facebook and Instagram have that? Why the fuck do they are pushing me to do it if their own fucking algorithm is going to drop me because of it? I was just so angry. I'm like, what in the hell? Like, what is the point of this? Like I'm still pissed off that you have to post the links for something in the comments, because if you put a link to an outside source in the that is a bald eagle USR, because if you put the link to, like, if I'm on X and I put the link to my YouTube in the main post, not as many people will see it because they don't want people to leave the platform. And it's like, well, what's the fucking point of having the damn thing if I can't promote my stuff on it? Like, if X doesn't want me to promote my YouTube... No. I don't know if it's still true, but Instagram and Facebook would hurt you if you posted something on Instagram, and then when you're getting ready to post it, you put on there also share to Facebook. So when you post it on Instagram, it posts it on Facebook as well. If you do that and you don't make two separate posts, if you do that one where I'm posting on Instagram and I'm sharing it to Facebook, or vice versa, the algorithm will throttle you and you won't get a chance, you won't get seen. So it's like, why are you messing with the algorithm so much that Facebook and Instagram are the same company? Why are you hurting me because I am posting one post that goes to both your platforms, when you yourselves have that option, and your own platforms tell me that I should use it, but you're going to hurt me if I don't use it? I also got pissed off that I had at one point, I have like 400 followers on Facebook. I can make a Facebook post and maybe 5 will see it. So I have to. What pisses me off is I have to pay money to get people to see my posts, and I know that it's just them manipulating the algorithm. It's just ridiculous. Yeah, I don't know that. I mean, they probably have some kind of meaning behind it where it's like we don't want bots or something like that. I don't know what the deal is. But yeah, when I found that out, I got so angry. I stopped posting. I was just like, what is the point? Like, I'm not going to play these games where where I have to, I'm getting told by the platform to use this function, and then I find out that I'm getting punished for using the very function that the platform told me to use. And now I have to take more time to create separate posts, and it just irritated me so much. And I just got so sick of the whole game that social media plays with their algorithm. And I just I'm not going to play the game anymore. One day it's like, hey, make sure you're using hashtags. The next day it's like, oh, hey, hashtags are bad. You'll get throttled. They'll hide your posts or shadow ban you. Like why am I getting shadow banned? It's just the whole thing is ridiculous. It's just a big scam. Yeah, like X is yeah, exactly. Exactly, Panda. Like how are they supposed to find you then? X is really annoying. I remember an interview with Elon Musk when he was buying X, and he was talking about how he wanted X to be the everything platform. So it's the platform where you go for your news. It's go where you sell your merchandise, where you can have your presence and all this stuff. And I was like, okay, this sounds interesting. So fast forward all this time that he's owned fast forward now to where he's had X this whole time, and X doesn't have a store, so I can't sell product out of an X store on X. X's video platform sucks. It doesn't even. It's so hard to find videos. The only way to get seen on X is either to pay for it, which doesn't work that well, or to drama post, because X's algorithm rewards negativity like crazy. So even if you pay, which I've paid for a subscription to Twitter or X, it barely changes how your posts are received. It barely changes your reach. Like you can't even pay to play. Paying money on X is a waste of time. A complete waste of time. So it's like if you wanted this platform to be an be all end all for everybody, kind of like what WhatsApp is or something like that. Yeah, that's all Twitter is now. Yeah, exactly. One of my best posts ever was my post defending Masters of the Universe. Yeah, all X really is just a massive shit talking, fighting, trash talking platform right now. It's where you go to talk shit about movies you haven't seen, and it's where you go to talk politics and hate on people. It doesn't really have much more value than that. I haven't cracked any way to actually like get a decent reach doing anything on X aside from posting something that might piss somebody off. Like defending Masters of the Universe got a shit ton of traffic for me. But that was, that was just having to deal with all the fighting in order to do that. Yeah, I don't know about that one if it's still happening or not. I know X is a big, X has Grok. So that's a big AI, big AI deal right now. And Grok has an image deal on it. Hell, Facebook's AI, I keep getting these posts on Facebook where it shows my artwork that I posted on there. And it's like, hey, would you like one of our free AI imagers to do something with your artwork? Like, it's actually trying to get me to use Meta AI to fuck with my own artwork. It's so hard to get a following on X. Like, I only have 82 followers on X. I've got 209 now on YouTube. I've got like 470 some, I believe, on Facebook. I have less than 100 on Instagram. Yeah, it's hard to get any footing on X. I wouldn't doubt both Facebook and Twitter are using our artwork to train its AI. I'm pretty sure it's inside the small print somewhere that if you print artwork on, or if you post artwork on Facebook, they get to use it. I wouldn't doubt that one bit. Yeah, I mean, you really can't. I don't know. I don't spend any time worrying about AI. It's here. It's here to stay. It's integrated in everything that we do. And it's only going to get more integrated as we go along. So I'm not going to lose any sleep over it. Yeah, YouTube description I can, and I don't think YouTube cares. I'm not 100% sure on that. But I don't. It doesn't seem to affect. So you can do it from like YouTube. But if you do, supposedly, or like the reason why people post links in the descriptions or in the comments of like Facebook posts and X posts is because those platforms don't like having it in the major post. Now, YouTube doesn't seem to give a shit. Like, you can even, once you monetize, I believe, you can even integrate a YouTube store. So, YouTube doesn't seem to care. But Facebook, Instagram, X, they all apparently care if you post a link outside of their platform in the post. But apparently posting in the comments doesn't affect it as much. Now, I don't know if that's still true. That whole deal has been around since I was in social media. When I first started doing comic books, indie comics, people were talking about that. So I don't know if that's still true or not, USR. But I know when I first started, that was what everyone was talking about. Was like, don't post your links in the comments or in the post. Post your link in the comment section, and then the algorithm won't mess with you. But that could be completely gone now. I have no idea. I stopped caring. I just post my link in the post, and it doesn't matter because on Twitter I only get like maybe 8 views a post, no matter what I do. So I'm not too worried about it. I don't have any kind of high hopes for Twitter, so I pretty much just post stuff there like normal, and whatever, someone sees it. But yeah, it's just the way it is, Panda. I mean, you're right. But it's, it's just what it is what it is. Like to me, there's just no. I used to try to follow whatever the algorithm trends were, whatever the meta thing was, and I just stopped. It seemed like to me that you're going to be changing up every month, and what's the point? What's the point of changing every month and working around this stuff for something that, that is, ends up being a pay to play anyways? All right. I try not to worry about things that take me away from making comic books. Social media should be like my greatest ally, but there's just too much. There's just too much crap on it. Too much. They're messing with algorithms. Too much drama, farming because of the algorithms. Just too much crap on there. So I just don't. I don't worry about it as much. I just make my stuff and slowly build an audience as people get a chance to see me. But I'm not going to try to fret on algorithms and stuff along those lines. Because eventually it'll just be me trying to drama farm in order to get attention on Twitter. And I don't really have drama farming in me. I'd be terrible at it anyways. Oh, I'm not sure, Dink. It's probably not too long. That is kind of, that was the meta, Panda. You know this. For a long time with indie comics, it's like, hey, I got a Kickstarter coming up. I need to pick a fight with somebody. Hell, there was some comic book creators, like as soon as I saw them fighting with people, because you wouldn't hear anything from them, and then all of a sudden they're out picking fights, and I was like, oh, they must got a Kickstarter coming up. And lo and behold, they're like a week later, their crowdfunding was out. And it was almost like clockwork. You would just sit there and see them start picking fights with people, and then it was like, oh, they must be getting ready for a Kickstarter. Yeah, it has autofill. Like I just use the autofill deal here, so it's like I got a circle and then boom, I can fill it. I hear you. All right. That's 3 pages done. This is a double page spread, and I finished up this one. Oh yeah, it's already, it's like 3/4 of the way scripted. It's about 3/4 of the way scripted. So when I get this one done, I'll be able to hop right into issue 2. And then issue 3, I have the whole series outlined, but I'll have issue 3 scripted before issue 2 is done. And then the new plan is to print out issue 1, 2, and 3 as the volume 1 of the Squirrel series. And there'll be 2 graphic novels, volume 1 and volume 2. So volume 1 will be the first 3 issues of the Squirrel book. And I am currently scripting issue 2. So about 3/4 of the way through issue 2. And I'll have that done before this one's wrapped up. Alright guys. So I got this one done, and tomorrow I gotta work the old day job, and then I'm gonna be doing a pre-recorded review with Dingus. So I will not be on tomorrow. Friday, I have an estate sale, and then in the evening, I'm doing the last panel where we're going over our top Saturday morning cartoons, top 5. So I won't be on that night, but Saturday, since it's a lighter estate sale, not as crazy as this last one was, I should be on Saturday night to do more squirrel stuff. And then Sunday, same thing, and then on Monday, I'll be back for the Art Brothers Art Show with Mad Mel. But yeah, I am a busy man. So, as always, guys, thank you so much for being in the chat. Thank you so much for being part of the greatest chat on YouTube, which is the LunchBox Comics Draw Stream chat. But yeah, you guys are the best. And I will be back here for sure on Friday, and then I will see you guys again on Saturday and Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. So you guys have yourselves a wonderful night, and as always, be good, stay safe, and God bless.